Good morning, students. Welcome to the series of Lesson 9 Movement in Animals. Yes, beta, in previous video we have studied about locomotion, movement, what is the difference between the locomotion and the movement, and then we have studied about the how movement is occur in human beings. So now today we will study about the skeleton system in humans. Yes beta, the movement in our body is possible only due to the presence of because of muscles and bones. Muscles are attached to the bones by thick, tough strands of tissues which are known as tendons. So there are thick, tough strands of tissues which are attached to the bones. So these muscles are known as tendons, and these muscles always work in pairs. When one muscle contracts, the other relax to move the bones from which they are attached. In this way, movement is possible in our body. So as we have already studied, the human skeleton system is made up of a framework of 206 bones. How many bones are there? 206 bones and many cartilage. Bones are very much hard and rigid. Very much hard bones are there. They are richly supplied by blood vessels. That is why bones heal quickly if damaged, due to the presence of blood vessels. Bones are richly supplied by the blood vessels. That is why bones heal quickly if damaged. What do you mean by joint? The two bones meet at a point which is known as joint. Strong flexible tissues called ligament hold the bones together at these joints. Bones are attached to the joints with the help of strong flexible tissues which are known as ligaments. The ends of bones at the joints are covered with a tough, smooth and flexible tissue called cartilage. Now, what are the functions performed by the skeleton? The main functions are the skeleton, it supports the body and helps it to maintain its shape. It protects our internal soft organs of the body. It helps the body to move. The movement is possible only due to the skeleton system. What are the other functions? Protect, as we have studied, it protects the soft internal organ from damage. Larger bones contain a spongy soft tissue that is present inside the bones, that is known as bone marrow. This bone marrow helps in the formation of new blood cells. The blood cells which are present in our body are formed in the bone marrow, and where bone marrow is present? In between the larger bones. So, and now how many functions are performed by the skeleton? It gives shape, it supports the body, it helps in movement. Then due to this, human beings are able to sit, stand and walk. It protects the soft internal organs of the body. Then inside the bones, bone marrow is present which helps in the formation of new blood cells. So now, what are the parts of the skeleton? First, the skull, then rib cage, then lips, then backbone. So first we will study about the skull. The bony framework of the head. The head is made up of, our head is made up of bony framework. That is known as skull. That is known as skull. It is made up of several flat, extremely hard and strong bones. These bones join each other to form immovable joints. These bones join each other to form immovable joints. Immovable joints where they are present in the skull. This on the head, you can say. Immovable joints do not allow any movement. All bones in the skull are fixed except the lower jaw. The movable lower jaw enables us to talk and eat. Because it is movable, due to this we can talk even, we can eat anything. The upper jaw does not move. You can see yourself, observe your jaws. The upper and lower jaw have teeth. And what are the functions of skull? Skull protects the brain, eyes, tongue and ears. It is made up of immovable joints. The movable joint is lower jaw. And now human head consists of how many bones? There are 8 bones which are fused to form the brain box. Total 22 bones are there in the skull, most of which are fused, and out of 22 bones, 8 bones are fused to form brain box, which is known as cranium. It protects our brain. Cranium protects our brain. And rest of the 14 bones are a part of facial region. I have already told lower jaw is the only movable part of the skull that help us to talk, eat, or you can say yawn. Lower jaw is also called mandible. The skull also has bony cavities called eye socket which protects the eyes. So how many bones are there which form the skull? 22 bones. They all 22 bones are fused together. Out of 22 bones, how many bones are there which fuse to form brain box or cranium? 8 bones. And rest of the 14 bones of the skull that help us to talk, hear or eat or yawn. Lower jaw is also called mandible. The skull also has bony cavities called eye socket which protects the eye. Yes, now rib cage. You feel there are flat bones in the chest region. In the chest region, if you will feel, there are a set of flat bones. And how many bones? 12 pairs of curved bones are there. Curved bones, you can say. And how many pairs? 12 pairs of curved bones are there, which are known as ribs. And these ribs are attached to the vertebral column to form the rib cage. The rib cage is in the chest region. The long bones at the center of the chest is called sternum, is known as sternum. The ribs are flexible bones, that is why your chest can move when you breathe. You observe when you take oxygen, when you release carbon dioxide, it moves up and down. Your chest can move. The rib cage, what is the function of rib cage? It protects the lungs and heart. So, how many pairs of bones are there which form the rib cage? 12 pairs, or you can say 24 curved bones are there. Ribs are attached to the flat bones in the center of the chest called sternum, and from where they are connected? They are connected to the vertebral column at the back. If you will observe the diagram, in the diagram, last 2 pairs of ribs are present which are attached only to the vertebra and not to the sternum, and hence they are known as floating ribs. Why they are known as floating ribs? Because they are attached only to the vertebra and not to the sternum. The rib cage protects the heart and the lungs. And now next part we will study about the arms and legs. Each arm and leg has 3 long bones and several small bones. The long bones of the arms and legs are hollow, tube-like structures. These bones are extremely strong and are able to carry weight and tolerate pressure. That is why we are able to carry our own weight and lift additional weight and walk also. Why we can carry our own weight and additional weight? Because our bones are extremely strong and are able to carry weight. The long bones of the arms and legs are hollow and they are tube-like structures. They are very much strong. The arms are known as forelimbs. We call forelimbs to our arms and we call hind limbs to our legs. They contain a majority of the bones in the human body. How many long bones are there in the limbs? Each limb, whether forelimb or hind limb, has 3 long bones and several small bones. The arms or upper limb help us to do a variety of tasks. What kind of task we can do? We can do lifting and using lift many objects. And long bones that is present in the upper arm, that is known as humerus. And 2 bones are seen in the forearm, that are radius and ulna. The human hand along with the 5 fingers can do much more complicated tasks than any other animal. The lower limbs or hind limbs support the entire weight of the body and help us to walk and run. Femur is the longest and largest bone in the body and is present in the upper leg. And 2 bones, radius and ulna, are present in the forelimbs, and in the hind limbs 2 bones, tibia and fibula. They are present in the lower leg. So how many bones? Femur, tibia, fibula. These 3 bones are present in the hind limbs, and humerus, radius, ulna. These are present in the forelimbs. And the wrist, fingers, ankle and feet have several small bones. Okay, so parts of the skeleton system we are studying. First we have studied about the skull, then we have studied about rib cage, then we have studied about limbs, and now we are going to study about backbone. In the backbone, it is also known as spine. And backbone is attached. If you are able to bend your back, why? Can you tell me? Because it is supported by a flexible column of bones that is known as vertebral column. It runs from the base of the skull and continues till the hips. The vertebral column is made up of 33 bones called vertebra. How many bones are there? 33 bones, and the 33 bones are known as vertebra. These bones are connected by flexible cartilage. The flexible vertebral column protects the spinal cord, which is a part of your nervous system, and spores are head. So what we have studied about the backbone? How many bones are there? 33 small bones are there, which are known as vertebra. And its main function, who will tell? Its main function is to support the spinal cord and the body. It helps us in standing upright and provides support during locomotion. Understand? This is known as vertebral column. So in this video we have studied about the skeleton system. What are the functions of skeleton system? What are the parts of skeleton? And how our backbone is able to support our body and how we move our body. Okay beta, now you have to read page number 110, 111, and tomorrow we will study in the next video page number 112 and 113. And you have to read these pages, and in the next video we will explain.